Welcome to CleanTools.com. This video is to teach you how to replace a gas spring on a flat workbench after you removed your clean opener from your trash dumpster. Now, the gas spring is located with two locations, a lower mounting position and an upper pivot arm position. Now, the gas spring is pretty simple to replace on your clean opener, but you must understand some of the important elements of the gas spring. It is designed to open only to a certain extension, okay? And what keeps it from opening all the way is the stop bolt and the pivot stop. Let me point those areas out to you. So let's close the gas spring. It takes a little bit of work to close it, but once it gets 4 inches from the end, it's pretty simple and stays closed. This is the pivot stop, this is the pivot stop bolt, and again, this is the finger protector. Now that pivot stop keeps the gas spring from opening all the way. So we're going to have to remove the pivot stop bolt to allow the gas spring to open all the way. When we ship you your gas spring replacement, we have thread locker, of course your new gas spring, and your clean opener kit also comes with a ratchet and a 7/16 socket that we ship with the clean opener kit when you originally purchased it from us. So you should have your ratchet and your socket available, and it will be needed in order to replace your gas spring. Now, there's a couple of things you need to know about the gas spring. We have what's called a retainer clip that must be installed. It comes with the gas spring when it originally is put on the clean opener. But in order to replace it, you have to remove the retainer clip to take it off of the clean opener assembly. So I want to point out a couple of things here, and you should practice this maybe a couple of times of putting this retainer clip. There's two tiny little holes, one at the bottom and one at the top of the ball stub chamber. And once you put it on, you'll see here, it's pretty simple once you know where those two little holes are and how you slide them in with the retainer clip to keep it in place. But once you get your retainer clip in place, it flips over and goes in the recessed area around the ball stud housing. Just do the other side so you can see what we're talking about. Again, slip off the retainer clip off of the ball stubbed housing groove, put it in the first tiny little hole. Now sometimes it takes a little bit of work to find it. That's why we suggest that you practice putting this retainer clip in before you replace it and take it off of your old gas spring on your clean opener. But once you have it in place, you flip over the retainer clip on the housing area for the ball stud on your gas spring, and it's ready to go. So practice a couple times. You'll find it pretty simple once you know the elements of the gas spring retainer. Now, we suggest, we don't ship the retainer clips on the new gas spring that you're going to be putting on. So, but make sure that the retainer clips are off if you've practiced a couple of times and the gas spring doesn't have them on them and it's ready to go to put on your clean opener once you've taken off the old gas spring. So now the gas spring is fully compressed, but we're going to replace these important elements that I pointed out before. So we're going to take our ratchet and our 7/16 socket. We're going to remove the stop bolt. It may be on there tight because, again, the stop bolt is originally put on when it's assembled with some thread locker. So you get your stop bolt, loosen it up, and when the stop bolt's taken off, it has two other elements. There's a flat washer and the finger guard. They all come off together when you take off the stop bolt. You set those aside. Now you can fully extend the gas spring past the stop bolt area, and the gas spring now has no pressure on it, and you can take it off of the clean opener assembly without any force or effort. Again, remove the old retainer clips, put them aside, you'll have plenty of retainer clips. We send new ones with your replacement gas spring. Now the gas spring just really literally just clips right off the ball stud. Now hold the clean opener in your hand, because there's nothing now holding the clean opener in the bottom part of the assembly. You get your new gas spring. Again, just push it on. There's a little retainer clip inside that, or snap ring I should say, inside that keeps it on the ball studs. No pressure on it. Pretty simple to put on. You get those retainer clips, put them in the tiny little holes that we practiced with before. You can see now I'm doing this with one hand, so it's a little difficult, but I get it on there. And put the other, both the top and the bottom. Also, be sure that the skinny part of the gas spring rod is mounted onto the lower ball stud. Get your retainer clip in the first little hole, and then go into the second little hole. And again, once you know where they're at, if you practice, it won't be too hard to get them in there. I'm trying to do this so that you can do it through the lens of the camera, so it's a little difficult for me to do this, but I still get it on there. But I want to show you, it's tricky, because they're tiny little holes, and once you get them on, it just snaps right on. And that's it. Now the gas spring is fully on the clean opener assembly. Again, it takes a little pressure to close it to its closed position. And now we're going to be putting on our stop bolt and our finger safety shield. We send new thread locker fluid to be put on just the tip of the clean stop, the stop bolt. Just on the very tip, maybe about 1/8 of an inch of the threads. Pretty simple. Don't need a lot. Make sure you have your washer on your finger guard before the other finger guard, and you just first get it hand started on the threads that are where the stop bolt threads into the clean opener mounting bracket. Once you find those threads, just get a few of those threads on there, and then you're going to get your ratchet and tighten it up to a snug position. Doesn't have to be really tight, but just snug. Nice and snug. And now that's it. You've now put on your new gas spring, and your clean opener is ready to be mounted back onto your dumpster. Thanks so much for watching. Also be aware, on our cleantools.com website, we have a video section to show you how to change the gas spring while your clean opener is still mounted on the dumpster. It too is a pretty simple way to do it, but go check it out. And if you need any Kleen Tools products, please go to cleantools.com. We value your business and relationship.